You got to stop. You got to stop the fucking bullshit. This is why you're spinning your fucking wheels. You don't have cortisol face. We have to stop believing the most stupidest shit in the world and understand that it really comes down to mastering the boring basics. I don't know how many fucking times I have to say this. It is not fancy. It does not sell, but it is the only fucking thing that works. And these people are MLMs, okay? Most of them. And not to mention, they barely talk in their videos. So you're going to fucking believe a video with words on them.
A lot of times these are just AI videos anymore, even too.
You know, that people aren't even relating to you and they're selling you shit. I can't imagine.
Pull out the credit card, baby.
If I said I'm selling this X and X supplement, I can make fucking millions.
You would be a millionaire overnight with your phone.
You know what I'm saying? You cannot buy whatever you want in a fucking bottle. You are looking for problems where they don't exist. And you are being sold solutions to problems you don't fucking have.
Welcome to Cut the Crap with Beth and Matt, the world's #1 no bullshit health and fitness podcast.
Are you ready to cut the crap with your diet and exercise, get strong as fuck, and build a healthy relationship with food? Then you've come to the right place.
Let's go. If you'd like to support us in the podcast, join our Patreon where you get exclusive content, which consists of monthly workouts you can do at home or at the gym, monthly challenges that are either strength, habit, or mindset based, and access to over 100 plus low-calorie, high-protein, family-friendly meals. These are all designed by a professional chef who is certified in nutrition. These recipes are already in MyFitnessPal for easy fucking tracking. New recipes are also added each week.
We believe that fitness is for everyone, so this is our way of getting you started on your health and fitness journey at a price most everyone can afford. So what the fuck are you waiting for? We'll see you in the Patreon.
Welcome back.
What is up? We haven't spoken on the pod one-on-one. We've had some guests recently.
I've had some guests. It's been fun. It's been very fun.
Yeah, we've had some great guests.
Shout out to our guests we've had recently. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let's see. Recap. We've had Jimmy. We've had Annie.
Danny,
and Annie.
Garrett.
And Garrett and Joe.
Yes, Joe. Oh my God, that comes out this.
It'll be out when this records. Yeah. So awesome times. It's been nice to start chatting with guests and friends again. I tell you what, I've been looking forward to chatting with you, Beth, because we love these one-on-one episodes. It's like we can't talk about our lives and what's going on with us, and we can't do our rant and raving that we like to do because I feel like there's gonna be a lot of that this week.
It's always something. A couple weeks go by and we have it fucking built up in us.
We do. So guys, forewarn yourself. There's probably going to be some ranting. We've got a lot of things on our mind. I think our industry has gone full stupid, full psycho, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah.
What's new with you, Beth?
Well, I've been kind of sick. So when we got back from Florida, I remember I was sick in Florida. Then I got better, but then Johnny and Mike got sick at the same time. So Johnny missed school right away when he got home. And it lasted 2 weeks throughout his spring vacation. And then Mike was sick and I'm like, oh, I fucking escaped. But no, I didn't. So
damn it, man.
I don't feel down and out, I'm done, but I'm just tired. I've had this sore throat. I don't know, maybe it's allergies, but I don't know. It comes in waves.
Yeah, it's the time of the year for allergies. And
yeah.
That's interesting because usually this time of year I get allergies really fucking badly. And I haven't gotten allergies at all this year. That is incredible. That's wild. That I just now realized that.
Yeah, because you guys are in full bloom over there almost. It's
we
pretty.
Sure are. Yeah.
And we're just starting to get that. And I don't know. I'm sinusy, but we'll see. We'll see how long this lasts.
That's interesting. Yeah, for sure. Well, I hope you feel better. And I'm curious why I'm not getting hit with any allergies this year. I don't know if that's just because I'm in better physical shape and can health this year or what. I don't know. It's weird. It's a very interesting observation. I'm not complaining though by any means because my allergies for 3 or 4 weeks, it's just so bad. I can't breathe out of my nose. So
that's the worst.
It is the worst. Well, I hope you feel better soon.
Thanks. I'm just chilling, I'm getting my walks in. That's about, I didn't go to the gym yesterday, not today. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you got to listen to your body.
Yeah.
So you are in your, I know, you're also in a calorie deficit right now. Have we talked about your calorie deficit on the pod?
No, I don't know. I feel like we haven't because we've been talking to other people.
We have.
Yeah. So I'm in week 4 right now. I mean, I feel good. My inches are going down. I have to take new photos and measurements, but just cruising. It's like people always want to know, like, how is it? What are you doing? It's like, it's literally, I'm doing everything the same, except I'm like eating less portions. Like, and it's so fucking boring. That's why I'll show my food and my stories and stuff. I really don't know what else to say besides
doing the boring basic shit, guys.
I'm just doing the boring basic shit. It's really not. There's no fucking diamonds and unicorns flying through the air every single day for me. The scale has been actually, it's like at the same. It'll be like, if you guys saw like my numbers, you probably would have given up by now. You know what I'm saying?
You've been posting those online too.
Yes, I have actually.
Do people freak out when you post those? Like, oh my God, I would have quit.
No, well, I don't show my actual numbers. I just show the trend.
You can see the graph, right?
Yeah, so my graph is trending down, but my weight will literally be the same for 4 days in a row, and then it'll slightly change. It may even go up, and it's just bizarre. Like, that's why you can't just focus on those numbers. You have to look at the overall trend, because if I didn't know what I was doing, I'd look at that and be like, I'm in a plateau.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And that's not what it is.
What should I do? Should I cut my calories? I'm in a plateau,
right?
right?
Exactly. It's like, no, you just keep fucking going. You're not in a plateau. Look at the trend. Just because the scale says the same thing for 4 or 5 days in a row doesn't mean shit.
Exactly.
So,
be patient.
It's cool to watch and be in this again, you know, because I still have those thoughts. Really,
yeah,
I'm talking.
For sure.
It's like, you know what, Beth? Logically, you know, and it's like, okay, you just let it go. But it's so interesting when you track it and actually pay attention to see, like, wow, I lose weight really fucking weird. Like, I'll be the same weight for 5 days and then something will hit, another week will go by the same weight. It's not.
Yeah. And that's why it's so important to track your weight and not just do it once a week, or not just do it when you feel like it or when you're looking for validation. Right. Because that's when you're going to set yourself up for disaster. So
yeah, you got to look at the data. It's so important. And then, you know, in my measurements, that's where I'm looking. I'm looking to feel better in my clothes. I'm not looking to see the scale go down 10 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to go where it goes. And when I feel good, that's good enough for me. Despite what a number says.
Exactly.
So
not to steal your thunder, but I weighed myself today.
That's what I saw.
For the first time in many months, since at least fall. And I am down 20 pounds. I thought I was right. I thought I was anywhere from 15 to 25 pounds down based on how I've been feeling and how my clothes have been fitting and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm 20 pounds down since last fall, essentially.
You can even see it in your face.
You definitely see it on my face.
100%. Yeah. And especially if you repost a video from like last year, the difference is insane.
It's a clear giveaway. Like,
totally. Sure. Yeah.
And I received that comment a lot from people in the comments and DMs, like, have you lost weight? Like, your face looks thinner. And I'm like, yeah, I think I probably lost weight. It wasn't a goal of mine to lose weight.
Right.
And that's not a bad thing either, that I lost weight either, too. It's just been a byproduct, and it's been a byproduct of the things that we talk about. I'm a mindful eater, so I don't track calories, I don't track macros, but it's a byproduct of my behaviors and my habits, me cleaning those up and dealing with a lot of the stress. A lot of the stress that I had in my life.
You had a stressful year.
I had such a stressful year.
So, you know,
and that stress, I want to be very clear here. That stress is not why I wouldn't even say gained weight, because I hadn't been gaining weight. That was just...
It was your cortisol, man.
It was my fucking cortisol. My cortisol.
Here's my face. What did you do to get rid of cortisol face, Matt?
Well, I was in a calorie deficit apparently for about 6 months.
Fucking A, imagine that. How can you make such an eviction?
Right.
Conviction, that's the word.
But the stress was very high in my life there for a while. Not only that, but my mental health was suffering, as we've talked about here on this podcast. And I've addressed all of those issues, the stressors in my life, my mental health, and then the emotional eating and the stress eating that was coming as a result of those things.
Right, you talked about that too.
Yeah, I have talked about that for sure. So I still enjoy my desserts every night. I'm still enjoying.
You're eating like a king, dude.
Dude, I'm very blessed. I'm very fortunate. My girlfriend loves to cook. I'm learning a lot about cooking from her too, by the way.
Nice.
And she's always making these really incredible meals. And it's been a good experience for her and I too, because she's learning a lot about nutrition right now. She's also learning about getting more protein in her diet. She suffers from some chronic illnesses. Actually, it's fibromyalgia. She has, I think I've talked about that before.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Which nutrition and stress and everything has a big part of that. So we've been kind of learning from each other. I'm learning how to cook better, be a better cook from her, and meal prep better. And she's learning more about nutrition. So it's really fucking cool. And I have been eating like a king. My energy output is through the fucking roof right now too, especially since like this last month and a half since I came off of my back injury and I started, my mental health has been improving. As my mental health has been improving, I've been more active. I've been out doing things for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's been a challenge though too, is fueling my body appropriately for all these activities that I've been doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been eating a lot, but I've also been expending a lot of energy. But yeah, so I've been cleaning up the habits and it was cool that I've lost 20 pounds and I feel really good at this weight. This is really around 185 to 195 is typically where my body weight kind of falls in line. So I'm about 190 right now. So
yeah,
I'm curious to see where it goes too, because every spring and every summer, I naturally start to lose body weight as well. More active, we're outside more. But I've been losing weight for the last 6 months or so since fall. So I'm curious to see if I kind of level off here or where that kind of goes next.
Right.
So, like I said, I'm not intentionally doing it.
Right.
I have been making sure I've been getting enough protein through all this. And
and then you have to be like, okay, maybe when is it just be like, okay, I need to add more calories somehow.
I've been really going even heavier on the carbs lately. I'm adding a lot of carbs into my meals. I'm adding honey onto with a lot of my breakfast, syrup and things like that, because I'm using those carb sources for energy. You know, in the mornings, I've been dedicating my entire mornings to essentially myself, my fitness and my well-being. So I start off with a nice good breakfast, fueling my body, getting out there and using the carbohydrates for energy.
Yeah. Nice.
For sure.
So funny. Mike has gotten a watch so he can track his steps. So he's even more focused on his nutrition.
That's awesome.
He's like, it's so crazy to see how far he's come.
He's been about a year, a little bit more than a year into it now.
Just from strength training. And then really it was that first. And then now it's like the nutrition, because he's now, from watching my TikToks, he's now understanding that nutrition is the driver. He's like, okay, I get it now. It's like, I need to really focus on my food. So I've been really helping him with like making meals and making sure that he's gotten extra protein at night, because he's like a night snacker.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that was one thing I noticed too when I was in Florida with you guys last month was his nutrition was already a lot different in that 1 year since I had been to Florida. And I've seen him, of course, since in that meantime, but just from Florida last year when he was first starting, literally started on Florida last year and had his 1 year anniversary when I was back. It was really cool to see how far he's come with his strength training, his body composition, his back especially looks
big.
Great. He's big. Yeah, got that big back now. So it's cool. And I know the nighttime snacking, we all can kind of struggle with that. So really cool.
And it's cool to see him so really now like focused, and this is what he really wants to. He's really trying. I've never seen him really, really try so hard. And I'm like, I'm so fucking proud of you. Look at you. And it took him 10 fucking years. So when, anybody listening that wants their significant other, you really have to lead by example. Because when I was the person, like naggy wife, like, I wish you would just eat healthy, you're killing yourself, before I knew better. This is when my drinking days, like, that makes sense. That doesn't fucking work. It doesn't work. It's when I started taking care of myself, I started building my habits and changing my life. And it's like over the years seeing that, and I've inspired him, I guess.
Yeah, I love that. That's cool. I love you. It's been a 10-year journey for him. That's incredible. With Sarah, my girlfriend, obviously she's not my wife or anything like that, but she has lost 100 pounds over the course of 4 years.
Wow.
Right? Like 100 pounds. But
that's a lot. That's amazing.
And her thing is like, it's taking me as long as it takes me. I'm going at my own pace. I wish more people would understand that.
Yeah.
Go at your own pace. It takes as long as it fucking takes. Why
I've been talking about the timelines. I have a video in my drafts about that. Like, we give ourselves such unrealistic expectations. Like, we come up with these numbers, right? Like, where we think that we should be in this exact time. And it's like, where did that even come from? Like, where did you get these numbers from? And why do you think that's going to be actually fucking realistic for you? But then when you don't hit it, you're like, oh my God, I'm a failure. I suck. That doesn't work. It's like, no. You actually gave yourself such unrealistic expectations and a fucking timeline. Like, stop doing that.
For sure. I love that. And that's one big reason why I hate putting like, oh, I've got to lose X amount of weight this year. Or my final goal, my goal weight is X. It's like, how do you know that?
Right. Where did that come from? Like when you were 17?
Right. 30, 40 years ago, 5 kids ago, 3 careers ago. Like, okay. My goal for myself this year is to get in the best shape of my life.
Yeah.
My body is changing as a result of that. I don't have any weight loss goals. I don't have any body composition goals. I just want to be in really good fucking shape. And my actions are reflecting that.
I'm with you, Matt. I'm with you. I just want to be a healthy, middle-aged woman that's strong as fuck, can climb mountains, run fucking races. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to fucking do.
Speaking of climbing mountains and running races.
Yes. Dude, we're going to Portland.
Huh? Oh, Portland.
Yeah, let's talk about your half first. Okay. We'll talk about other things. Yeah.
Great.
So Matt just crushed his first half marathon. Admittedly, when he told me he was fucking, he's like, I'm doing half in like 2 weeks. I'm like, what? Are you
like, you're like, Matt, you're gonna fucking hurt yourself.
4 months to train for a fucking half marathon. Admittedly, I was like, man, I wish I could just be like, yeah, I'm gonna run a half marathon in 2 weeks.
And I appreciated your concern for me. Like you were being big sister Beth, mama Beth in that situation.
Because I'm like, I was being like coach, like if one of my clients was like,
if my client, I would be like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'd be like, what do you mean? Like,
what do you mean you're just committed to a half marathon in 2 weeks and you haven't been training?
Especially me being a runner, when I would do races, like you plan for those things, right? You don't just be like, I'm going to do this race in fucking 2 weeks. It's like, no, you got to get your body ready. There's a whole like plan for like how many miles a week, there's like taper days.
I would not recommend this to most people, to our clients.
Right. So that's why I was like, what?
Yeah. And I'm going to explain my thought process to anybody that's listening so they can understand why I committed to a half marathon. First and foremost, I feel like I maintain a relatively good shape, physical condition year round, doing all the things that I do. And I have been running off and on since, again, the new year. So I knew my cardio was already there. And I was just like, 2 weeks, it's aggressive, but I'm not going out there to try to set any records or to compete against anybody. I was doing it for myself. I was running one day and I've really been enjoying running. And especially as I've been coming out of this spell of depression and anxiety and everything, running has been my fucking godsend. Like literally.
I love running. I swear to God. It is the best.
It really is. And it literally run the crazy way. We've said that.
Yeah, that's what I've said that. Like run the crazy out. It's the only time I do my best thinking when I'm running.
Mm-hmm.
Best thinking, best ideas.
Yes, me too. I'm going full influencer
write it down. Right?
I've got a selfie stick that I'm taking with me on my walks and hikes and everything from now on because I've just been I've got like 100 videos in my dress that I need to edit.
Love it.
I'm just on fire right now, and it's like so it's been all very good for me. Coming out of my recent struggles, I was like, this feels good. It feels right, and I'm like, I'm training to climb a mountain, and I'm doing all these other things. Fuck it, why not? Full send. And the reason why, because every run I had been doing leading up to that was like 3, 5, 7 miles. And they were pretty relatively easy because I've really been working on my pace for so long now when I have been running. I was like, okay, I can run 3 miles. I can run a 5K. I'm like, okay, so I can run a 5K. I just ran 7 miles. I'm like, if I can run 7 miles, it's just about pacing at that point. So I just pushed myself, challenged myself, and I learned a lot about the whole thing. And it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Nice.
A lot of fun. And it's been really cool too. And I've been documenting it. And there's been a couple of other coaches actually that have reached out with like, hey, you inspired me to run. Like I'm running and other people follow me, which that's what this is all about.
Love it. Yeah.
And that's why I want to just document everything and show everybody what I'm fucking up to. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. And you and I are going to be doing some races.
Yeah. Did you sign up yet?
Race. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yes. So we are doing, first I'm doing what is it? Oh my God, I can't think of the name.
The Millinocket?
No, I'm doing it's in Acadia. Mount Desert Island half marathon. And I did it last time I did it was 2019. So that's the last time I've done a half marathon. Is that crazy?
Whole year, a lifetime ago, early for you.
Yeah. So I'm doing that. But before that, I'm doing the 20K. Remember you guys? I don't know if new people might not remember, but I did that race in the mountain like in the summertime with my friend Mandy, the Wicked Tough 10K trail race. Well, I'm doing the 20K, so that's almost a half. And Matt is going to do it with me, and Mandy I believe is doing it too.
I'm excited for that.
So,
and here's why,
I know.
Here's why I think, Beth, you were also your reaction to when I told you I was doing the half marathon, because I was hurt last year. I hurt myself many times last year, and I did not give myself an opportunity to heal. So I had to drop out of that race with you last year, and I wasn't able to do a lot of the things I wanted to do last year. And you're like, Matt, you need to think summer's coming up. What about activities?
That's what I said. I'm like, dude, don't forget your summer activities.
And so, yeah, everything you said was perfectly valid.
Yeah.
You know what? And if something bad had happened, I would have been like, fuck, Beth, you were right. But that's just how I roll. So
exactly. And then we have our hike in Oregon in June. So that's the first thing coming up.
Yes, which that is going to be June 22nd.
Yep. And where are we hiking again? Something Cape Falcon or
Cape Falcon. Yeah, Cape Falcon in, let's see here, Cape Falcon. Let me pull up our RSVP form because we had it in there.
Okay, yeah, I know.
It's about an hour and a half from Portland. I do know that.
Okay, cool.
Meet and greet, yeah. Anyway, the details will be in the show notes, and we already have the RSVP locked down for it, so people can start signing up. We're really excited for it because
we should drop it again this week in the.
We'll drop it again in the show notes and in our stories and everything for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'll drop it in my Facebook group too.
That sounds good. I'm looking up all the information right now, but I think we decided 8 a.m. I think we're going to do the hike.
Yeah, I think we're doing early because of possible parking issues.
And that's like prime time in Oregon.
Yeah.
For North Coast Oregon especially, because that's what we wanted. Was the
I was thinking maybe we can go take a little mini trip to the Washington area since we're going to be close.
Fuck yeah, you and I.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
Or yeah.
Well, sure. No. While we're there.
Okay. Yeah.
Because we're near.
Right. Yeah, because Portland's right by Washington.
Yes.
It's right on the border. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, let's definitely do it. We're there like 5 days, so it'll be an action-packed 5 days for us. So
I'm fucking
yes. So it is Cape Lookout. It's not Cape Falcon.
Oh, Cape Lookout. Whoops, my bad.
Sorry, guys. Cape Lookout, June 22nd at Cape Lookout State Park in Tillamook, Oregon, and it is at 8 a.m. Pacific Central Time, Pacific Standard Time. Sorry.
Yeah.
So the form to RSVP to that will be in the show notes. No. So. Really excited for that. Really excited for that. We've been talking about coming out to Oregon for a while. So many people, our listeners, have told us to come to Oregon.
I think we have a lot of, I think so. I think we have a lot of people that reserved.
Let me check. I can check right now.
RSVP'd or whatever.
Yeah. Let's take a look. Oh shit, we have 12 responses already. So yeah. Okay, we have only really talked about it like one time. So we have 12 people that have RSVP'd to the Oregon meet and greet. I would expect some people probably drop off from that, like normal, but that's okay.
Yeah, so, I'm sure we'll have more.
Yeah,
who knows?
For sure.
Who knows? It's still early.
It's still early, yeah, because we don't normally start advertising this until a couple of weeks ahead of time because we're terrible like that.
You know how we roll.
Exactly. All right, so that's our personal lives and everything out of the way. Our catching up with ourselves. I think. Is there anything else you wanted to add on there?
I can't think of anything else.
Okay.
Just living it up, Living
it up. Now, okay, let's turn into the meat and potatoes.
Okay.
Because I feel like we have a lot to say. There's a lot going on.
Where do we start?
I want to start with the walking is not exercise. We have both talked about that, and it's been out there for a couple of weeks. But I feel like we should at least talk about it on this podcast, at least briefly, because we fucking talk about walking every fucking.
Exactly.
So for anybody that doesn't know, there's this stupid podcast clip going around the internet of a very prominent doctor and influencer saying walking does not count as exercise. And it's just incredibly ignorant. It's incredibly ableist. For some people, walking is the only form of exercise they're able to do.
Yeah.
I don't know really where to start. I mean, we debunked it. Everybody's debunked it. We've given examples of how it is walking. And walking, if we look at exercise, by definition, walking is definitely exercise. It's literally a physical activity that is undergone with the intent to improve or maintain your physical fitness.
Exactly.
That's walking. Why? I don't understand. And is walking all you should do? Probably not. Most people, no. But walking is a foundational exercise.
Yeah.
You can get started with walking. You can get started with building that healthy habit, being consistent. That's really what people need. They need to be fucking consistent. They don't need to be told that walking is not counting as exercise.
That's just dumb.
They need to be met where they're fucking at. And that's exactly where the big problem lies with this type of messaging is these people are out of touch with reality. They're up
well,
here.
And they're all about, let's get in the fucking gym, lift some weights, get some fucking muscle. Walking's fucking useless. It's like, I mean, come on. We all know everyone needs to strength train, but also everyone needs to get up and fucking move their body and walk and shit, you know?
Right. Cardio is still important. Walking is cardio. Fight me on it.
Right.
I don't care. I will fight you on it.
You could take up the intensity. You can go slow. You can do it. You can do whatever the fuck you want with walking. It's so versatile, honestly. I mean, hiking, that's a form of walking. You're just calling it hiking because you're going up a mountain. Okay.
Right. You can walk faster.
You're still walking one foot in front of the other.
Right. You can walk further. You can walk faster. You can walk on a fucking incline, aka hiking. You can walk with a backpack on. You can go like rucking, right? You can literally pick things up in your hands, carry them around, walk back and forth. It's a farmer's walk. You're walking, man. Like there's so many ways that you can turn walking into exercise. Just by itself, it's exercise, but it's easily modifiable to your goals, no matter what they are.
Yeah.
And then there's from the health perspective of, we know when people start increasing their steps, their daily steps by just 1,000 steps per day, that improves their all-cause mortality. So that walking an extra 1,000 steps per day decreases your chance of dying from all causes from 15 to 20%. Don't fucking tell me it's not exercise. Don't tell me it's not exercise in a country where so many people are struggling to get 2,000 steps per day. Because we're sedentary. All of our jobs, we're sitting on our fucking asses. We're driving everywhere. We're running kids to appointments. We're sitting on our asses. Walking is exercise. Fight me.
Right.
That's really all I have to say about that. Do you have anything else to add on to that?
No.
No, you're like, I'm tired of the walking is exercise talk.
I am, but I'm with you. I fully agree.
Okay, well then, what else have we been seeing lately on the interwebs? Because I feel like there's a lot of things you need to vent about. There's some other things I want to vent about too, and maybe we'll vent about them together.
I think what I'm just disappointed about is the amount of gullible and vulnerable people that will just believe anything they see and take it. Okay, for example, I did a little fucking, it was a joke because I've been talking about cortisol. If you're following me, you see me make videos.
Like if you're following either of us, you should know that we're going to be sarcastic as fuck about things.
I'm sarcastic as fuck. So in my stories, I made a little blowfish face saying cortisol face. The next story, I was sucking in my cheeks and I said, cortisol face gone, DM me cortisol to get tips on how to do this. And I had so many fucking DMs. At first I thought they were like joking. I'm like, oh, they're just playing around with me. And then I started asking, like, why did you DM me cortisol? You know, I'm joking, right? And someone was like, oh, no, I thought you were actually serious. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. How can you believe that my face was serious? Do you know what I'm saying?
Not only that, but your entire messaging that week had been about that particular topic.
I'm like, how is this even happening? So I actually did a poll. I'm like, okay, before I even made the video I made sure to like make a poll, like, okay, how many of you actually thought I was serious? And how many knew that I was kidding? About 4,000 people knew that I was kidding. 111 to be exact thought I was fucking serious. I decided to make a video because you know what? You got to stop. You got to stop the fucking bullshit. This is why you're spinning your fucking wheels. You don't have cortisol face, okay? We have to stop believing the most stupidest shit in the world and understand that it really comes down to mastering the boring basics. I don't know how many fucking times I have to say this. It is not fancy. It does not sell, but it is the only fucking thing that works. And these people are MLMs, okay? Most of them. Not to mention, they barely talk in their videos. So you're going to fucking believe a video with words on them.
A lot of times these are just AI videos anymore, even too.
You know, that people aren't even relating to you and they're selling you shit. I can't imagine.
Pull out the credit card, baby.
If I said I'm selling this X and X supplement, I can make fucking millions.
You would be a millionaire overnight with your phone.
You know what I'm saying?
It's so easy to be unethical online and make money.
I could be a complete asshole and be like, I came up with this, blah, 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 blah. And people would fucking buy it. But I'm not that type of person. Okay, at all. I want
you had what, 101 people respond cortisol. Like that's 101 people that were ready to buy your product. Imagine that on an influencer's page that actually sells misinformation and bullshit products that don't work. How many thousands of people are responding to them for their products? that don't work.
And what has happened? What has happened? Are you just on social media so much that you just don't understand what's right from what's wrong,
swipe, looking for that solution.
You cannot buy whatever you want in a fucking bottle. You are looking for problems where they don't exist. And you are being sold solutions to problems you don't fucking have.
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem.
Case in point.
I care about you. You need to care about your fucking self.
If there's one thing we can all agree on, it's that life is hard, and with that comes a level of stress that can often be debilitating. Balancing your mental and physical health often seems like you need a PhD to achieve, and so often we are only able to focus on one or the other, which can lead to a less than enjoyable life. And that's why I loved Cured Nutrition's Serenity Gummies. From coaching calls to leadership meetings with my team, to tapping into my creativity for new content, to closing business deals, and even interviewing guests for this podcast. The Serenity Gummies have proven to be a valuable part of my self-care routine. I take them daily to help manage my stress and anxiety, and doing this allows me to perform at my absolute best, which helps me serve others to my absolute best. Formulated with their trinity of ingredients, a blend of full-spectrum cannabinoids, functional mushrooms, and adaptogens, Serenity Gummies are your answer to finding calm in the chaos that we call life. Right now, Cured is extending an exclusive offer to you, our listeners. You can grab a bag of Serenity Gummies for 20% off by visiting www.curednutrition.com/CTC and using coupon code CTC at checkout. That's CURED nutrition.com/CTC and coupon code CTC at checkout to save 20%. So what are you waiting for? Pop a gummy and protect your peace, and let's cut the crap together.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm a stranger. I care for you probably more than you care about your fucking self.
I fully believe that sometimes about ourselves.
You know what I'm saying? This shit keeps me up at night. Not because it doesn't bother me or what, it's because it bothers the fuck out of me.
My question is keeps me up at night. I'm like, where the fuck did we go wrong as a society?
What is happening?
I'm going to build off of what you're saying, unless you wanted to finish that thought.
I just want to say that being on these apps for 4+ years, I feel like I've said nothing.
Yeah.
Even though I know that we have helped a lot of people. Thank you guys for letting us know, because this is why I do this.
Please keep letting us know, because we need to know in this fucking world of stupidity.
Because it's come to a point where I used to be on these, I am on these apps to help people. And the questions I used to get were things that I could answer. But now it's come to the point where it's like, all I get is, what do you think of cortisol, the supplement? What do you think of colostrum?
Our job is literally like, no. I'm
literally a fucking supplement connoisseur is what I feel like. Don't ask me about supplements.
We've been very clear about that.
You are struggling with something and lacking in an area. You've gotten tested. You went to your doctor. He's like, you're low in this. That's when you should start thinking about fucking supplements.
Now, when somebody posts a misleading picture with buzzwords on it, like cortisol face.
I mean,
yeah. No, I agree with you, Beth. 100%. It's very fucking frustrating, because these last few days, I'm going to build off of what you're saying here with the gullibleness of people.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently water, did you know that water doesn't have hydrogen in it?
Yeah.
Like,
what the fuck?
You guys, there are water, H2O. The H stands for hydrogen, 2 atoms of it. It bonds with oxygen and becomes water. So now, but we have companies selling you a machine for $99 saying that it's putting hydrogen into your water, because water doesn't have hydrogen. Without hydrogen, you don't have water. You've got oxygen. And you're going to breathe that. You're not going to drink it. Don't breathe your water. You might die. Okay?
You can't make this shit up. It gets worse and worse.
Shit up.
Like, what is it going to be next week?
3rd grade chemistry, 3rd grade science. We learned this shit. And I know this because my son is 14. He just went through 3rd grade a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He knows this shit. Where the fuck have we gone wrong that you guys will buy any fucking product out there that sounds good, sounds legit, because they said it helps with insulin resistance? How does your water machine that is blowing fucking hydrogen bubbles and lighting up and making noises help with insulin resistance? Fuck off with that.
You want to know what helps insulin resistance?
Fiber, losing body weight, being
walking,
more active,
being more active, and losing weight.
Cleaning up your diet.
Plain and simple. There's no other way to fucking say it.
Water. What's scarier is these videos of the fucking influencers saying things like water doesn't have hydrogen. It's on the company's pages that are selling these products. They don't even give a fuck that they're blatantly lying and misleading you. They don't give a fuck. They're okay with that. They're putting it in their marketing material.
You can literally say anything now and someone will buy it.
You
apparently.
And there's no repercussions.
This is the problem that I'm having. This is where I'm at right now. And people struggle with spending money on coaching because you actually have to do the fucking work. It's not a pill.
We don't have a $99 bubble blowing.
You're investing in something that is going to change your fucking life.
Right.
It's called an investment in yourself.
Tools.
It's not throwing your, credit card and getting a fucking delivery on your front door.
Yeah. And it's funny, I sent you the screenshot this morning because somebody, of course, got upset because I'm talking badly about this company, saying this about the hydrogen water.
God.
They're like, I love you and Beth so much, and I agree with everything you say, but lately you guys are just attacking any company that doesn't agree with you. I'm like, first of all, we've always attacked companies. Like, we've been influencers since day fucking one. That's how we made a name for ourselves. Okay, so get your shit together there, first and foremost.
Here's the thing. We don't put up with bullshit. And if you don't want to hear, if you would rather hear lies and someone feeds you fucking whatever you want to hear, then go for that. But we're not here to sell you a fucking pipe dream.
We will continue to attack companies and influencers and individuals that blatantly spread misinformation and are lying to you.
That's what it's about. They're lying to you, spreading misinformation. Why should we be okay with that?
Yeah.
How can you ask us to be okay with that?
I'm not okay with it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when someone asks me, I just wish you would just leave Bobby alone. You do your thing and let him do his.
No, we're not going to let Bobby, because Bobby kills people with his advice.
Yeah.
Bobby gives people eating disorders with his advice. And by the way, eating disorders are the leading death of any mental health illness out there. Okay?
Do you know how many women I talk to on the daily say that a lot of these things that we're talking about have caused them to have eating disorders in their 40s and 50s, being afraid of everything.
This is why we talk out.
Sad.
For the people that don't have a voice, for the people that have been silently suffering for decades. And I wanted to add on to that too, about that woman complaining about us, Beth, because here's the kicker. Whenever somebody complains about the way I do things, calling people out, I just do a little thing called, let's see what they're selling.
Oh, yeah.
She loves our podcast. She loves us. I go to her page. She helps women. She helps empower women to become financially free. Red flag. Sounds like a fucking MLM. Let's go to her Instagram page. Oh, look at that. She sells these fucking water machines that she's saying, why are you attacking this? Because she sells them.
That's why.
They're hurting her bottom line. And here's somebody that says she loves us and supports us. No, she doesn't.
The passive aggressive.
What we do until we're talking about something that she's doing.
Right.
Everybody loves what we say until we attack the thing that they're doing.
Passive aggressive comments are the fucking worst. I love you, but you really missed the mark on this one. You know what? No, I didn't.
I love you, but save your butts. I don't care.
I love you, but no, I don't give a fuck. Sorry. Yeah. I do give a fuck, but you know what I'm saying.
No, I mean, we do. Well, we do care, but we don't give a fuck about what you're going to complain about because we called you out about something that you're doing that is completely continuing to make you hurt yourself or others.
And I feel like lately I've been sounding really angry because I am. I'm fucking frustrated.
We are angry. We are frustrated.
I'm so frustrated because I just want to help. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm really fighting a fucking war.
We're angry because the people that we're talking with every day are hurting, are angry, are frustrated.
And you're confused and you're,
we feel that. We are expressing like we're empaths. We're just conveying the emotions that we're picking up from you guys, and we're fucking pissed off for you. So anybody that wants to tone police us, save it.
The tone police. It's your tone. You sound so condescending. Because I'm swearing? No, right. Or I'm saying something you don't want to fucking hear?
Right. Attack the things I'm saying, not how I'm saying it, and not right. Like if you attack what I'm saying, tell me what I'm saying is wrong, but don't attack me because I'm saying fuck.
Yeah.
Especially when we know that swearing is a sign of intelligence. Like we know this. Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, that's a lot of stupidity going on. Carnivore's been kind of rearing its ugly head again this past couple of weeks. I feel like I went rounds with the carnivore clowns for a couple of days last week.
You did,
Got some death threats from a couple of people.
Oh my God.
One guy said he was going to crush my cauliflower head in. They think I'm vegan. These carnivore idiots think I'm vegan just because I'm telling people to eat vegetables. So they're calling me soy boy. And
that's hilarious.
Like it's just show me a demographic, a diet that is full of more insecure men and boys than the carnivore camp. It's all insecure little boys that are grown up. They're man children. That's all they are. And I'm not afraid to say that because I've been telling them that in the comments and in the DMs. I've gotten dozens of DMs.
Right.
Like, you're just a child. You're just a child. You're just a child.
You're just a child.
Use their body. And then their entire thing is like, look at my body. I've got a shredded six pack and big muscles. Like, cool. I used to do that too. And then I fucking grew up.
Right.
Like, imagine thinking that your six pack is like any indication of how healthy you are.
Yeah.
But then like the carnivore people will also talk about health, and you can't even ask them like what their blood like. Let's see your lab work, because they actually just tell you it's made up. That those lab markers, those health markers are fucking fake.
All diets like that, they're like fucking cults, man.
Like, oh, cholesterol's fake. Okay. Blood pressure's fake. Okay. All right. Fiber is fake. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you can't even reason with them. You can't even reason.
Insane.
One other thing that I saw this morning, and I messaged it to you, GNC. Can we talk about GNC for a few minutes?
Talk about it.
So if anybody missed it, GNC, I'm just reading from a news article here. The headline, GNC is struggling. It hopes Ozempic can give it a boost. Every company out there right now is hoping that Ozempic can give it a boost. Ozempic is a cash cow, and it is a cash grab for many, many people. Not afraid to say that. Here's what the details are, right? So don't tell me it's going to lock me out and make me buy a subscription. Okay, it's not. GNC announced, and this is from CNN, GNC announced Monday that it was adding a dedicated section in its 2,300 U.S. stores with vitamins, protein shakes, and supplements tailored to people managing GLP-1 medications such as Ozempic and Wegovy. GNC is also training store employees on common side effects of GLP-1s and the products the company is stocking for these issues. I have a huge issue with this. My issue with this is in what world are the GNC sales associates, whom are quite often part-time high school kids, not taking issue with high school kids, it's the fact that they are training these people to work with people's complex medical conditions, requiring fucking prescriptions and doctor intervention. They are providing medical nutritional therapy in the form of helping them manage their symptoms and side effects of a prescription drug. That is medical nutritional therapy, and it is illegal in almost every single state, unless you are a doctor or a registered dietitian. So how can their employees that are going to receive a 1-hour training on GLPs, obesity, and the side effects, how are they going to be qualified to help anybody with side effects from Ozempic? See, the company that in 2020 filed bankruptcy because nobody wants to buy their bullshit products anymore.
Wow.
This is their cash out. This is their cash cow to get them out of bankruptcy and make them profitable again. GLP, and that's what GLP products. That's what it is for many, many companies. That's why we see Costco jumping on. We see Walmart jumping on.
Everyone's trying to capitalize on it.
Lemonade stands. Fucking 5-year-olds on the side of the corner are going to be selling fucking Ozempic here soon.
It's insane.
And and we said this many times. We're not against Ozempic. It's a medical decision that should be made between you and your doctor. So why the fuck is everybody selling it to people?
It's crazy. Without
any knowledge of your medical history.
Right.
We're just prescribing. Everybody gets shots.
Yeah.
Everybody gets it. And everybody's qualified to help you with it, apparently. GNC, the kids in the GNC, go to them for your supplement needs. Okay. Yeah. What?
That'd be like my son trying to sell it.
Right. Literally. My son's 14. He could work at GNC part-time. Do I want my son selling people GLP stuff? Fuck no.
That's crazy. I can't. That's just mind-blowing.
Right. It's GNC, by the way, some of the biggest perpetrators of fad diets ever, right? Like they stock every fucking imaginable supplement that we've ever talked about. And I get it. They're a supplement company. They're there to sell you vitamins and shit. But they also sell you almost everything in that store you don't need. Almost none of that shit in GNC. You don't need any of it.
Right.
They're the ones selling you the fat burners, the waist trimmers, the diet pills, the caffeine pills, everything that you've abused over the years they're going to continue to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Make the fuck up.
I hope they do go under.
Right. They filed bankruptcy 4 years ago. Like, what the fuck? But they won't now because now they can put the GLP and Ozempic brand name on stuff because they paid for the licensing for that, and now it's going to make them profitable again.
Right.
I'm just fucking tired of it, man. Like,
yeah. Well, we just got to keep doing our thing, Matt.
Yeah, I know, but God dang it, it is so frustrating.
I know. That's how I felt last week, and I went through a little hump, but I think I'm over it now.
You're over it now?
Well, you go through that total, like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm just like, okay, I can get sucked into it too if I go down those holes. It's like, all right, just get out of the cortisol hole because now their videos are coming up for me and I don't want to see it. I got to start talking about other shit that matters because that stuff doesn't matter anymore. I just need to get away from it. Just stop sending me questions about cortisol because
I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Like, I get what you're saying. It's exhausting to be in the trenches with that shit. Because the people saying these things, they're fucking cults. They are zealots. They are charlatans. And they are armed to the teeth and will assault you and insult you and attack you any way they can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I get that.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the end of the ranting and raving there. Do you have anything else that's been on your mind?
I think that's pretty much it.
I think I wanted to talk about carnivore, the GNC thing.
Mm-hmm. I got my cortisol and being so gullible. Mm-hmm. Mind you, I'm not calling anyone stupid. So please don't take gullible for being dumb or stupid. I when people say that you're calling us stupid and I'm an idiot. Like, no, you're actually calling yourself that. Gullible just means you fall for things easily. Yeah. I'm not calling you a dumbass.
I might say you have. I might call somebody.
There's a fine line. There is a fine line, but for the majority, you're not dumbasses.
But we're not calling. Yeah, you're not calling people dumb for for believing these things. The people promoting these things, they're dumbasses.
They're the
dumbasses.
Exactly.
You just don't know better. You're gullible. You fall for marketing. I get it. It's human. Marketing is designed to fucking convince you. We get it. Like, we get it. But that's why we talk about it, to help arm you with so you can fucking spot bullshit.
Yes.
So you can spot bullshit from a mile away. So you don't need to send us every video. Be like, what do you think about this? Here's a tip. If you have to send us a video asking us for our opinion, it's probably bullshit.
Yeah, that's a very hard true right there.
Mm-hmm. It's probably bullshit.
If it sounds like bullshit, I'm sure it is, because nutrition and all that stuff is boring ass motherfucking basic shit, and a reputable coach is not going to sell you a solution for a problem that doesn't exist.
Right.
Plain and simple.
Like cortisol face.
Like cortisol face. I mean, that's fucking insane.
Yes. And also, like, we need to stop believing the progress pictures and before and after pictures. I'm so fed up with progress pictures.
They are so easy to manipulate, tainted,
and create with AI. Like, and they're one of the most convincing pieces of marketing that anybody can have. I get that. It's so easy to sell shit with a fucking progress picture, but it's so easy to manipulate and to lie about them. You don't know anything about this picture. You don't even know if it's the right person. You don't know about their mental health. You don't know about their emotional health. You don't know about their physical health inside their body. All they're showing you is like, hey, they sent me the word cortisol and this is what they look like 3 months later.
Right. Like, I was going to say we do on our Team BFF Instagram page.
That's progress
that kind of thing.
Regard. There's nothing wrong with those type of progress pictures.
But when they're selling like cortisol face and they're like before and after, that's
Thank
bullshit.
you for clarifying that. I'm not anti-progress pictures.
Right.
It's the marketing of supplements and doing them in an unethical fucking way.
Exactly.
Like the cortisol face one. It's so easy. And I actually have these pictures in my phone from a couple weeks ago. It's so easy to just take a before picture, make yourself look bloated, and then suck everything in 5 seconds later and look at my transformation. I've got abs, right? Like, it's so easy to manipulate the lighting, everything.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about with like selling these products is marketing lies. There's no repercussions for marketing and companies lying to us.
Mm-hmm.
So I signed up for a new gym as well. I told you
I saw that. Yeah.
So that's pretty
nice.
Cool. I've been there like 2 or 3 times now.
Nice.
It's fun. I like it because it's so easy for me to find a Planet Fitness to go to. That's why
anywhere.
I signed up. Mm-hmm. But then also they have so many machines. I don't have a lot of machines at my home gym. My home gym has like all old school, barbells, dumbbells, and a couple machines.
Yeah.
So I'm really
I have a
looking forward to
love-hate
getting
with
a lot of
Planet.
machines.
I love all the machines. I hate the fact that I can't use the barbell there.
Yeah.
That's the only bummer.
There's nothing to me, like I love barbell squatting. I love barbell deadlifting and overhead pressing. I don't really care for barbell bench pressing anymore, but I do love doing barbell work. I wish they would drop. They're doing people a disservice by not.
Yeah, I know.
And like, I get it. They're associating barbells with lunks and judging the fuck out of people for that, right? Even though they're the anti-judgment zone, which is funny.
Right.
But people need to learn how to safely and properly use barbells. They're so fucking beneficial.
Totally. I know. So Kelly Mack, you met her in Las Vegas. She's doing my programming.
Yeah.
And so she's programming one day in my basement so I can use my barbell and trap bar. I'm like, fucking cool. I get to use it again. Perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's good. We got anything else to talk about this week, Beth?
I don't think so.
Don't think so. I feel better that we got some stuff off of our chest there.
That's it for this week.
That's it for this week. Cool. Hey guys, so if you listened to our podcast episode last week with Joe, the CEO of Cure, I just want to say that was such an awesome episode, and I really enjoyed hearing his story.
Seriously.
And we do believe in their products. We do take their products personally. So if you like that interview, if you've been on the edge about possible supplementation, I know we just got done ranting about supplementation and everything, but these are actually products that we take personally. We've been documenting that stuff for the last year now, and we do firmly believe in these.
And these aren't really things that are adding to something that you're missing.
Right.
Does that make sense? Like this is not like magnesium. This is just enhancing your mental health.
Right. Stress management.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's what I look at it as. It's,
it's a tool in our arsenal, and that's really what
it's a tool, not a rule. It's just, they work for me. I like them.
Right. Exactly. It's a tool. It's not, it's not a crutch. You're not using that to take away from the work that you're doing on yourself. Just like myself working on my own mental health. I haven't just been taking those supplements. I've been doing the work. I've been going to therapy. And here's the thing too about therapy is therapy allows you to use these tools that we're trying to teach you. It puts you in a better place to use the tools and the skills. That's really all therapy is. And it's incredible for that. So when we think about like Ozempic and things like that, think of it as that way. It allows you to better use the tools and the skills that we're teaching you. You still need to develop those tools and skills. Therapy alone won't do the work. Ozempic alone won't do the work. It just makes it more practical and easier for you to do.
Oh, a thought just came to mind really quick about like the GLP-1s. I saw on the news, or I don't know what channel, I actually screenshot on my phone, that they're finding through more and more usage of the GLP-1s that some people are having reactions of depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts.
Holy fuck.
And I'm like,
you send me that so I can look at that?
Oh, yeah, I will. They're just screenshots, but maybe you can look it up.
I'll see what I can find in terms of like.
It says 175 reports from patients experiencing suicidal thoughts. It's called Ozempic personality, is what they're calling it.
Personality. Okay, well, I will look this up.
That may be associated with like kind of like how bariatric patients have like. Some of them get really depressed, have
it's
a
like
lot of anxiety.
Identity crisis in a way.
No, it's like if you're not like they're saying that people that are taking Ozempic should have the same before care as bariatric patients, like with their mental health.
You should
like
you should have to go
full-blown
through
screening,
behavioral change therapy.
Yes, because I think this is what's happening. Yeah. They're not handling that stuff.
Thank you,
losing all this weight, and now the mental health is being affected.
Yes. And that's exactly what we're saying, guys. Not everybody should be able to prescribe you Ozempic.
Right.
It should be handled the same way as weight loss surgery and bariatric surgery. I 100% agree with that. 100%.
Yeah. Ozempic personality. I'll just send you the screenshots that I took.
Okay.
I was too far away from it, and I was like, just Google Ozempic personality. And this is
well, everybody can do that.
You got to look at all the. Here's the thing: it's not as easy as just taking a shot.
Oh, that's what the article says?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, no, it's not.
It's definitely not. I know it's not.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's why it's serious business.
Ozempic isn't taking the easy way out, guys. We might be we do talk about the negatives of Ozempic because I feel like somebody fucking needs to because nobody's talking about them.
Right.
But Ozempic is not, I repeat, is not taking the easy way out.
Definitely not.
So
I think it's just like bariatric surgery. It's something that you really need to discuss the pros and the cons with your doctor if it's the right move for you. And some people it's absolutely changed your life. And for others, it may do the opposite. You have to take this, like, honestly, it's like precaution. You just don't buy this shit from a freaking med spa, which I'm hearing.
People do though. That's the thing. Med spas are fucking.
I know.
Dang,
that's the scary part.
Yeah.
That's the scary part. So
sure. And here's one very alarming thing I've been noticing about Ozempic is nobody is getting, like, now I shouldn't say nobody. So many people are getting these prescriptions with no idea how to actually manage lifestyle change, behavior change, or the long-term expectations for this drug. There are so many people that don't realize that the data is showing that this is a forever drug. You don't just stop taking Ozempic. In fact, the data, the research is very clear. When you stop taking it, you regain the weight.
Yeah.
Very clear on that. So this is why you need to undergo behavioral change, lifestyle change. And there's also research showing that without this behavior change and lifestyle change and without resistance training, you are really potentially causing a lot of harm to your health because we're losing lean body mass. We're losing bone density by not strength training because the Ozempic is putting you in such a steep calorie deficit. So you still need to do the things that we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's really, I guess that's the bottom line on Ozempic for now until we talk about it again in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
Let's chat with y'all later.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed this episode, so why not share with a friend who needs to hear it? Send us a DM on Instagram or email us at cutthecrappod@gmail.com and join our Patreon at patreon.com/cutthecrappodcast. As always, we appreciate you and thanks for being here.